Hello there, Tolkien fanatics, and I am back today with a very exciting news release that just came out from Games Workshop in the Warhammer community. And they have been doing this ongoing, what do you call it, article release on a weekly basis called The Road Goes Ever On and On. And Jay Clare, who is one of the main components behind the MESBG brand and line for Games Workshop and Forge World, had a very awesome release in his weekly article. So he brought us, and we don't know the name of the release for the supplement, but it is pretty much confirmed at this point that we will be getting a War in the North supplement. So the models that released today, they released pictures of two new models, and it's Dane and his son Thorin the Third Stonehelm. Um, yeah, that's awesome. So Dane has been brought back, guys. So if you remember, anybody who's played under the old editions with the little blue book supplements from 2012 up until the new release came out 2018, Dane had a profile under Khazad-dûm, and it was, a shout out basically in respects to him in his elderly years during the War of the Ring, and specifically at that time, the War in the North. So he had his famed red battle axe, and he fought beside King Bran. And unfortunately, King Bran was slain, and not Thorin, I'm sorry, Dane fought to the bitter end to defend the body of Bran. So yeah, that's really cool to see. Um, I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I know you guys are going, "Oh God, what happened?" I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, it's exciting news. Not only do we get him, but we're also going to be getting his son Storn. Wow, Thorin the Third Stonehelm. So his profile has been released in a sense. We have an idea of what he's looking like. So if you guys remember from the Hobbit profile, when he's Lord of the Iron Hills, he's strength 5, fight 8, big defense 8, I believe, as well. He can take his boar, he headbutts, he has to charge, such as that. So he has been respectfully shown, because it says that at this point in life, he's at almost 252 years of age. So that's very old for a dwarf. He's definitely in the twilight years. Um, so really cool that we get to see him. And I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I just remembered he unfortunately does die defending King Brand's body, and Brand is the descendant of Bard. He is Bane's son, and then he is not usurped. I'm sorry. He is succeeded by Bard the Second. So Bard the Second and Thorin the Third become the new kings, respectfully, of Dale and the Lonely Mountain, aka Erebor, after the war in the north. So maybe we'll get to see a potential Bran profile. Maybe we'll get to see a Bard the Second profile. Be really great to see some updates for Dale. I would say maybe just keep the profiles they currently have, because I think their profiles are pretty good. Just give them a banner. Unless I'm missing something off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure they still don't have a banner. So that would be something really cool to see. And with that being said, also something we're going to be seeing in this book as well is going to be the official. I mean, I know Games Workshop said that they have released the profiles and that you can use them for official play, but for the Easterling Black Dragon acolytes, they're I'm going to assume, again, there's no guarantee, but I think it is safe to assume that their profiles will officially be released um, in that supplement, and it's going to be pretty cool. Oh, okay, so I lied. Apparently, you can take a banner with Dale now, because I'm looking at Lonely Knight Army Builder, and they have banner and Warhorn option in there. So just scratch that little bit of blabbering. I'm not up to date, I guess, as I should be. Lonely Knight Army Builder to me is usually pretty accurate with how you can, or with what you can and can't include in an army. So I would say that's pretty safe. So anyway, I think it'd be cool to give something to Dale, another upgrade, maybe some mounted units, because that's one thing. If you're looking to build a Dale and a Erebor reclaimed list, which is kind of where this Dane is going to take the place. It says he's going to fall into an Erebor reclaimed list along with Thorin. It did also say that there will be some changes to that. Some of the models that are available to take, their um, person they're based off of, I can't think of the character. There we go. Their character is no longer alive, which is the case for Balin, for example. Yeah, kind of hard to, have that if your guy's dead. So, yes. Um, yeah, I think it's going to be cool. So, just real quick, we'll go back. So, the profile is very reminiscent of what it was from those little blue supplement books that were released. He is strength of 4. He's a fight value of 6, which is still great. He's going to have 3 attacks. He no longer has his. He no longer does his head bash, which makes. Or headbutt, which makes sense because, again, he's at 252 years of age. Probably cave in his forehead. He is going to get a new special rule, which, isn't really new, but he's getting his venerable special rule back, which is going to make it harder for him to do jump, climb, and leap tests. That's okay. I'm cool with that. He does get a benefit for charging into combat, it says. Yeah, he's no longer forced to charge into combat, so that's the good thing. Sorry. It's not that he gets... But before, once he charged, he had to charge again. So he no longer has that, which makes him, I think, a little bit more easy to use. If you guys haven't heard, go check out my other channel that I work with, Dan Keller and Joe Keller on, our LOTR SBG team. And we just talked recently, Joe and I did, about the Legendary Legions in the Warren Rohan book. And one of the things that I specifically brought up was the fact that Thaedred is kind of a ballistic missile for the Thaedred's Guard. Legendary Legion, he's unpredictable. Once he gets into charge range, he has to charge, which was kind of how Bard was. Not Bard, I'm sorry, Dane is. Once he charges for an Iron Hills, he's got to charge again and again and again if he can. It makes it hard to peel him off to go grab objectives or something like that, or to run him 8 inches towards a target if there's a guy within range that he can charge. So I think that's cool that that's been taken away from him. He does have his great red axe. It is a master forged weapon, so I'm assuming it's going to be either two-handed or hand and a half. My assumption is it's going to be two-handed since it's master forged. That would mean he doesn't have to take the -1 while getting the +1 to wound. So he's going to lose a little hitting power going from strength 5 to strength 4, but not that big a deal. I'm not even going to try and say that name. Okay, I lied. Barazan Tathul. Yeah, sure. We'll call it that. That's his axe. So his son, Thorin the Third, Stonehelm, will also be part of this list, and this model looks amazing. I think the weapon he has, it's a hand and a half pick, I believe, is what it's classified as. Yeah, there you go. A shield and a hand and a half pick, which he has fight 6 and 3 attacks as well. It says he has less wounds than his father, so I'm assuming Dane is going to maintain his 3 wounds. I hope he maintains his profile of 3. I think it was a 3-3-2. It was a goofy one, but I believe he was a 3-3-2 with 3 wounds and 3 attacks. The old blue book. So I'd really like to see his profile remain at that. They'll probably make him a 3-3-1 because that's what they do to every hero that ends up dying for some reason. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that, but if that's what they want to do, that's what they'll do. But it does say that Thorin the Third will have fewer wounds than his father. So my assumption is, again, fewer, meaning he'll probably have 2. There's no way they're going to make him a 1-wound model. That just is ridiculous. There are very few good, and I'm assuming that Thorin here is supposed to be a very good hero. I don't know if he'll be a hero of legend. Dane has already been said to be a hero of legend. I'm assuming he's probably going to be at least a hero of valor. He might make legend. If he does, that'd be great. But yeah, he has 3 fate points though. So even if he has 2 wounds, 3 fate points is going to be huge. So I'm excited. And he has a special rule where it's something about he's got a calm mindset. Cool-headed. Yeah, that's a cool-headed special rule. That's interesting name. basically what it allows him to do is if he calls a heroic action and is then countered, he can change his heroic action for free. So I do a combat with him and my opponent decides, oh, I'm going to be in combat with you, I'm going to strike. Well, or maybe they've got a combo where they've got a striker combat guy as well. You can change to a strike. I think that's pretty cool. I could even see that being useful in movement phase, where you call a march, for example, and your opponent calls a movement, and it's like, well, I'll copy you. Now I'm gonna assume this will be situational. It's not going to be battlefield wide. It will be either like a 6-inch range, a 3-inch range, or locked in combat or something of that nature. But that is pretty cool. It does specifically say combat, so I don't know. I don't know if he can use it in the movement phase. Maybe he'll get heroic challenge because there's 3 heroics you can do in the fight phase: challenge, strike, and combat. But yeah. So, looking forward to seeing what's coming out here soon. This is going to be cool. This is going to be a good release, I think. I think this is one that a lot of folks want. I will say, as an Easterling fan, supremely disappointed with the Black Dragon Acolytes. Garbage. I think they're just garbage. Unless they can get some keywords that they very well need. They need phalanx in order to be able to get in a pike block with other Easterlings. I don't know why they don't have the Black Dragon keyword or have a special rule written in where they get the Black Dragon keyword, because they are Black Dragon Acolytes. That's what they're supposed to be, from my understanding. So until those profiles that profile gets ironed out, I think they're trash. 11 points for a strength 3, 2 attack, defense 4 model. I'll take my Corsair Reaver at 9 points any day of the week. Thank you. So yeah, guys, that's what I got. This will be cool. So stay tuned. Looking forward to seeing what comes for this, and I will catch you guys in another video soon.